The another problem for JEE. Match the physical quantity given in column 1 with dimensions expressed in terms of mass, length, time and charge given in column 2. Okay, means we want to match the given physical quantity with the dimensions. Okay, but before proceeding the sum we need to remember that यहाँ पर मुझे चार्ज को क्या लेना है, फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटी लेना है. हम चार्ज को क्या लेके सॉल्व करेंगे, एज अ फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटी. Okay, so let's start with it. The first physical quantity we have is nothing but angular momentum. So we will recognize the formula for the angular momentum. We know the formula for the angular momentum is mvr. What is m? M is the mass, v is the velocity and r is the radius. What is the unit of mass? We know that the unit of mass is kg. Unit of velocity is meter per second. Unit of radius is meter. So it comes out to be kg meter square upon second. By looking the unit, we'll find out the dimensions. And इससे मालूम पड़ता है डायमेंशन कितनी है, m raised to 1, l raised to 2 and t raised to -1. So this is the dimension of angular momentum, which is option number 2 in the column 2. Okay, next we will see for the torque. Tau. Torque का formula क्या है? We will recognize the formula for the torque, that is nothing but force into distance, perpendicular distance. Okay. Fine. So unit of force is nothing but Newton, unit of distance is nothing but meter. So if you know the dimensional formula for Newton, that is m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to -2. And the dimensional formula for the meter is l raised to 1. So it comes out to be m raised to 1, l raised to 2 and t raised to -2. Which is option 1 in the column 2. Okay. Next we will see the third physical quantity, that is inductance. Inductance represented with L. Okay. First we will see the formula for inductance. For inductance का formula क्या होगा? Okay. So there is a formula, E is equals to L di by dt. Clear? E is equals to L di by dt. We want to find out the dimensional formula for inductance, where E is the EMF, di is the change in current and dt is the change in time. Okay. We know that the change in current will give you the current only. Okay. अगर आप current दो physical मतलब current को अगर हम subtract करेंगे तो हमें आंसर क्या मिलेगा, एज अ current ही मिलेगा. हमने theory क्लास में देखा है. Clear? So therefore to avoid the confusion, I will write instead of d, I is nothing but I, and instead of dt I will write t. So therefore the inductance formula becomes et upon I. What is the unit of EMF? We know that the unit of EMF is volt. Unit of time is nothing but second. Unit of current is nothing but ampere. Clear? Fine. Now we will see what is the definition of 1 volt. We know that 1 volt is nothing but what? 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. That is nothing but what? 1 volt. So instead of volt, I will write what? Joule upon coulomb. So therefore joule upon coulomb into second, this one. And in the denominator that is the ampere. We know that current is the rate of flow of charge, that is q by t. So what is the SI unit of current? It's ampere. SI unit of charge coulomb. SI unit of time is second. Okay. So instead of ampere, can I write coulomb upon second? So instead of ampere, I will write down coulomb upon second. So it becomes joule second square upon coulomb square. Correct? So now what I will do, what is the dimensional formula for the joule? We know the dimensional formula for the joule is m raised to 1, l raised to 2 and t raised to -2. Dimensional formula for the second square, it becomes t raised to 2. Dimensional formula for the coulomb square. Coulomb is a unit of charge. So I will write down q to the power 2. So final answer become m raised to 1, l raised to 2, -2 plus 2 becomes 0 and q raised to -2. So this is the dimensional formula, that is m raised to 1, l raised to 2 and q raised to -2. So option 4th. Okay, fine. So I'll write down the answers over here. A का आंसर क्या बना हमारा? ऑप्शन नंबर 2. D का आंसर हमारा क्या बना? ऑप्शन नंबर 1. C का आंसर हमारा क्या बना? ऑप्शन नंबर 4. Fine. Let's do the remaining part now. Okay. In the remaining part, the next part is the capacitance. So let's talk about the capacitance C. The formula for the C capacitance is nothing but what? The charge upon potential difference. Charge upon potential difference. We know that the unit of charge is nothing but coulomb and the unit of potential difference is volt. We know that 1 volt is nothing but what? 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. Correct? So instead of volt, I will write joule upon coulomb. So coulomb upon joule upon coulomb, which can be written as coulomb square upon joule. What is the dimensional formula now? Let's talk about the dimensional formula. Coulomb square means q to the power 2. Coulomb is a unit of charge. Next is joule. We know the dimensional formula for the joule. It's m raised to 1, l raised to 2 and t raised to minus 2. So when you solve it, final answer become m raised to minus 1, l raised to minus 2, t raised to 2 and q to the power 2. So we got m raised to minus 1, l raised to minus 2 and t raised to 2 and q raised to 2. So for D part, we got the answer as third one. Okay. Next we'll move to the E part. E is the resistivity. Let's see what is the formula in which resistivity comes. We know that R is equals to rho L by A. According to Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. So can I write R is equals to V by I? Left hand sides are equal means right hand sides are also equal. So therefore I will write down V by I is equals to rho L by A. Correct? So therefore can I say that rho is equals to VA upon IL? Okay, fine. What is the SI unit of potential difference? It is volt. SI unit of area, meter square. SI unit of current, ampere. SI unit of length, meter. So this part get cancelled. So it comes out to be volt meter upon ampere. As we know that what is volt? 1 volt is 1 joule upon coulomb. So instead of volt, I will write joule upon coulomb, meter upon ampere. We know that current is nothing but rate of flow of charge. Current is nothing but ampere. SI unit of current, ampere. SI unit of charge, coulomb. SI unit of time, second. So instead of ampere, I will write down coulomb upon second. So joule meter second upon coulomb square. Let's write down the dimensional formula. The dimensional formula for joule is m raised to 1, l raised to 2 and t raised to minus 2. Dimensional formula for meter, L raised to 1. The dimensional formula for second, T raised to 1 upon coulomb square, that is q to the power 2. Correct? We'll solve this part now. M raised to 1, 2 plus 1 comes out to be L raised to 3, minus 2 plus 1, T raised to minus 1 and q raised to minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula for the resistivity. Okay, M raised to 1, L raised to 3, T raised to minus 1 and Q raised to minus 2. That is option 5th. So for E, we got the answer as 5. Next, last one, we'll find out the latent heat. So for the latent heat, F1 is the latent heat. We know that the formula for the latent heat is nothing but what? Energy upon mass. This formula you are studying in 10th standard, right? So what is SI unit of energy? We know that it is joule. SI unit of mass is kg. So the dimensional formula becomes m raised to 1, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2 upon m raised to 1. So it comes out to be l raised to 2 and t raised to minus 2. 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So according to this, for the last one, F1, your answer is 6th. So in this way, we have to solve the problem. Let's do the next problem. Column 1 gives 3 physical quantity. Select the appropriate unit for the choices given in the column 2. Some of the physical quantity may have more than one choice correct. Okay, so column 2 में उनकी units दी गई है. Okay, इन physical quantities की एक से ज़्यादा आंसर यहाँ पर करेक्ट हो सकता है. मीन्स कैपेसिटेंस शायद P, शायद आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, आई एम नॉट श्योर, PQR भी करेक्ट हो सकता है, तीनों भी करेक्ट हो सकते हैं कैपेसिटेंस के लिए. ओके, तो हमें वही चेक करना है कि कौन से ऑप्शंस करेक्ट है. आई विल सजेस्ट यू, सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे हम, कैपेसिटेंस, इंडक्टेंस और मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन की एक एक यूनिट निकाल के उनको साइड में रख देंगे. ओके, तो इससे ये फायदा होगा कि कैपेसिटेंस को फाइंड आउट, कैपेसिटेंस की यूनिट फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हमें पांचों को देखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कैपेसिटेंस का P आ जाता है, इंडक्टेंस का Q आ जाता है, मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन का अगर R आ जाता है, तो फिर सिर्फ हमें दो ही ऑप्शन को चेक करना पड़ेगा S और T के लिए कि वो किसके लिए वैलिड जा रहा है। ठीक है, तो हम उस तरीके से जाएंगे। तो सबसे पहले कैपेसिटेंस की एक यूनिट डिसाइड करके हम साथ में साइड में रख देंगे। ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले कैपेसिटेंस का फॉर्मूला क्या है हमें पता है, इट इज नथिंग बट चार्ज अपॉन पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस। ओके, चार्ज की यूनिट क्या होती है हमें पता है, चार्ज की यूनिट कूलम, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस की इज वोल्ट। सो इससे हमारा आंसर क्या बनना चाहिए, कूलम अपॉन वोल्ट, मीन्स कूलम वोल्ट इनवर्स। एज यू कैन सी दैट इज नथिंग बट आर। ओके, तो ए का पहला आंसर हमें मिल गया, दैट इज आर। मतलब ये वाला ऑप्शन हट गया हमारे लिए। ठीक है, अब बात करेंगे हम इंडक्टेंस की। इंडक्टेंस अभी हमने देखा है L इज इक्वल्स टू ई डी आई बाई डी टी, करेक्ट। प्लस so we know that L is equals, sorry, this formula is written wrong. Okay, it is nothing but what, E is equals to L di by dt. di is change in current which can be written as I only, because change in current का जो यूनिट होगा वो current I ही होगा, current I का जो यूनिट होगा वही change in current का यूनिट होगा। dt is the change in time which can be written as time, because दोनों की यूनिट सेम ही होने वाली है, चेंज इन टाइम ले लो या फिर टाइम ले लो। ओके, सो therefore I will say that L is equals to ET upon I। E की यूनिट क्या है, वोल्ट, टाइम का यूनिट क्या है, सेकेंड, करंट का यूनिट क्या है, एम्पियर। सो वोल्ट सेकेंड एम्पियर इनवर्स, एज यू कैन सी दिस इज ऑप्शन टी। सो चलो बी का भी हमें आंसर मिल गया, दैट इज ऑप्शन टी। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट विल फाइंड आउट फॉर द मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन। मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन के लिए हमें हमारे पास एक फॉर्मूला है, दैट इज F इज इक्वल्स टू बी आई एल। बी इज योर मैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन, F इज द फोर्स, I इज द करंट, L इज द लेंथ। सो देयरफॉर आई विल राइट डाउन B इज इक्वल्स टू F अपॉन IL, करेक्ट। सो F क्या है, F की यूनिट क्या होगी, न्यूटन, करंट की यूनिट एम्पियर, लेंथ की यूनिट मीटर। सो इट कैन बी रिटन एज न्यूटन एम्पियर मीटर इनवर्स। So Newton ampere meter inverse, that is S. So therefore C का आंसर हमारा क्या बना, S बन गया, करेक्ट। फाइन, तो अभी बचा क्या है, P और Q। P में क्या आ रहा है, ओम सेकेंड, और Q में क्या आ रहा है, कूलम स्क्वायर जूल इनवर्स। लेट्स सी कि किसके लिए करेक्ट होगा। फिर से हम कैपेसिटेंस पे जाएंगे और कुछ दूसरी यूनिट बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे। लाइक कैपेसिटेंस का फॉर्मूला हमारे पास है लाइक Q बाई V, Q अपॉन V इज नथिंग बट कैपेसिटेंस। Q की यूनिट हमें पता है कूलम, V की यूनिट हमें पता है वोल्ट, बट हमें ये भी पता है 1 वोल्ट इज नथिंग बट 1 जूल अपॉन 1 कूलम। सो वोल्ट की जगह हम क्या लिखेंगे, इट इज नथिंग बट व्हाट, जूल अपॉन कूलम। सो विच कैन बी रिटन एज कूलम स्क्वायर अपॉन जूल। सो कूलम स्क्वायर अपॉन जूल, ऑप्शन Q, सी वी गॉट द आंसर। सो Q इज द करेक्ट वन। ओके, फाइन। नेक्स्ट वी विल सी इंडक्टेंस। इंडक्टेंस का क्या कुछ और फॉर्मूला बन सकता है क्या, लाइक कम ओवर हियर। इंडक्टेंस L इज इक्वल्स टू वोल्ट सेकेंड अपॉन एम्पियर, राइट। इंडक्टेंस की यूनिट क्या है, वोल्ट सेकेंड अपॉन एम्पियर। नाउ कैन आई से दैट रेजिस्टेंस इज नथिंग बट व्हाट, वोल्टेज अपॉन करंट, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अपॉन करंट। पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस यूनिट इज नथिंग बट वोल्ट, करंट यूनिट इज व्हाट, एम्पियर, दैट इज नथिंग बट व्हाट, ohm. We know that SI unit of resistance is ohm, na? So therefore, can I say ohm is nothing but what, volt upon ampere? Correct. So instead of volt upon ampere, I will write what, ohm. So therefore, inductance की unit क्या बन गई, ohm second. क्या बन गया inductance का unit, ohm second. So we'll see ohm second is there, yeah. So I will say inductance का option क्या बन जाएगा, P. So in this way, we have to solve this problem. The problem is match the given physical quantity in column 1 with their units in column 2 and mark the correct from the given code. So these are the some physical quantities given to us and their units are given into the column 2. We want to find out the right answers among these. These are the options 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. Let's understand कि ये जो options दिया किस पैटर्न में दिया। Like 1 के नीचे क्या लिया हुआ है यहाँ पर D, means अगर 1 का आंसर D राइट हुआ, okay, और सेकेंड का आंसर क्या होगा, सी राइट होगा, थर्ड का आंसर ए और बी दोनों राइट होगा और फोर्थ का आंसर सी राइट होगा, तो आप ऑप्शन 1 को करेक्ट करोगे। क्लियर। सो इस तरीके से कोड्स दिया हुआ है। ओके, तो हमें पहचानना है कि इनमें से करेक्ट कोड किसका है। ओके, Fine. So let's start with the first physical quantity, that is modulus of rigidity. So first one, modulus of rigidity. तो सबसे पहले हम फॉर्मूला देखेंगे. क्या फॉर्मूला है फॉर मॉड्यूलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी? वी नो दैट फोर्स अपॉन ए थीटा. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर मॉड्यूलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी. व्हाट इज द SI यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स? SI यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स इज न्यूटन. SI यूनिट ऑफ एरिया इज मीटर स्क्वायर. So we got the answer as Newton per meter square as theta. There is no SI unit for the theta. Okay, so we got the first answer is Newton per meter square, option D. So I will write down first answer is what? D. Let's go for the second physical quantity, that is latent heat. We know that what is the formula for the latent heat? It is nothing but energy upon mass. What is energy? SI unit of energy, we know that SI unit of energy is joule. SI unit of mass is kg. So it comes out to be joule per kg. So option C is the correct one. Next we'll move to the third one, that is electric resistivity. So for electric resistivity we will use this formula, R is equals to rho L by A. So we know that rho is nothing but what? R A by L. What is our resistance? SI unit of resistance is ohm. SI unit of area is meter square. SI unit of length is meter. So it get cancelled. So it comes out to be ohm meter. So according to this, option B is correct. Fourth one. Next is gravitational potential. Gravitational potential is defined as work done upon mass. Okay. ये हम gravitation chapter में देखेंगे. Gravitational potential is defined as work done per unit mass. What is work done? SI unit of work done is joule. SI unit of mass is kg. So joule per kg. Option C is the correct one. Okay. Let's try to match the options. Option 1 D. D. Option for second question it is C. For third question it is A and B. Okay, B तो आ रहा है, हम A के लिए चेक जरूर करेंगे. फोर्थ के लिए C. तो ऑब्वियसली डेफिनेटली मेरा फर्स्ट ऑप्शन ही करेक्ट होगा. बट मैं यहाँ पर थर्ड फिजिकल क्वांटिटी जो इलेक्ट्रिक रेजिस्टिविटी है चेक करूंगा क्या वो ए आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है. ओके फाइन. लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दिस पार्ट. सी वी नो दैट आर इज नथिंग बट व्हाट? वोल्टेज अपॉन करंट. SI unit of resistance is ohm. SI unit of potential difference is volt. SI unit of current is ampere. So ohm की जगह हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? Volt upon ampere into meter. Okay. So I think so this option is wrong. This should be volt per meter. Voltmeter, sorry. Voltmeter per ampere. So voltmeter per ampere होगा तभी हमारा आंसर करेक्ट होगा. So this is A, B. Clear? Fine. So according to this, option number 1 is correct one. Problem is, which of the following pair has the same dimensions? L is representing inductance, C representing capacitance, and R representing resistance. This is multiple correct answer type, means more than one answer can be correct. Okay. Let's start with this. Okay. Before starting, I will suggest you to find out the dimensional formula for inductance, resistance and capacitance. उसके बाद हम options में उनको put up करके verify करेंगे. Okay. सबसे पहले हम L का निकाल देते हैं. Inductance की dimensional formula क्या होगा? Okay, we know the formula for the inductance is E is equals to L di by dt. So therefore can I say L is equals to E into dt upon di. Okay, E is the EMF, dt is the time and di is the current. Okay, so SI unit of EMF is nothing but volt. SI unit of time is second. SI unit of current is ampere. Okay, fine. Further, we know that 1 volt is nothing but what? 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. So instead of volt, I will write down joule upon coulomb into second upon area. We know that current is the rate of flow of charge Q by T. SI unit of current is ampere. SI unit of charge is coulomb. SI unit of time is second. So can I say 1 coulomb is equals to ampere second? Okay. So instead of 1 coulomb, I will write down ampere second. So it becomes joule second upon ampere second into ampere. So second and second get cancelled. So it comes out to be joule upon ampere square. So what will be the dimensional formula? Dimensional formula for the joule is m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2 upon ampere. I will write down I to the power 2. So finally dimensional formula becomes m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2 and I raised to minus 2. Okay, so this is the dimensional formula for inductance. Okay, further we'll find out the dimensional formula for the capacitance C. Okay, the formula for the C is Q by V. Q is the charge and V is the potential difference. Okay, we know that charge is nothing but what? Current into time. Charge is nothing but current into time, and voltage, I will write down V, potential difference. SI unit of current is ampere, SI unit of time is second, SI unit of potential difference is volt. We know that 1 volt is equals to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb, and 1 coulomb is nothing but what? 1 ampere second. So instead of coulomb I will write down ampere second. So volt की जगह हम क्या लिखेंगे? Values put करेंगे ampere second upon joule ampere second, so it comes out to be ampere square second square upon joule. So what is the dimensional formula for the capacitance? It is I raised to 2 T raised to 2, and for the joule it is m raised to 1 L raised to 2 and T raised to minus 2. So finally the dimensional formula become m raised to minus 1 L raised to minus 2 T raised to 4 and I to the power 2. So this is the dimensional formula for the capacitance. Next, finally we'll find out the dimensional formula for resistance. We know the formula for the resistance is V by I. SI unit of potential difference is again volt. SI unit of current is ampere. Volt is nothing but work done upon as volt is nothing but joule upon coulomb into ampere, and we know that coulomb is nothing but ampere second. So I will write down joule ampere second into ampere, so it is nothing but joule upon ampere square into second. So what will be the dimensional formula for resistance? It is m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 2 upon I raised to 2, and for second T to the power 1, so it comes out to be m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 3 and I raised to minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula for resistance. Okay, now we will check in the options one by one which one have the same dimensional formulas. Okay, so let's start with the first option. First option is what? L by R. What is the dimensional formula for L? M raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 2 and I raised to minus 2. Dimensional formula for resistance: m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 3 and I raised to minus 2. So if you will see, this part get cancelled, this get cancelled. Minus 2 plus 3 comes out to be T to the power 1 and this part get cancelled. Okay, so this is the dimensional formula for L by R. We'll check for RC. We'll check for RC. R having the dimensional formula m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 3 I raised to minus 2, and C having the dimensional formula m raised to minus 1 L raised to minus 2 T raised to 4 and I raised to 2. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0, 2 minus 2 again 0, minus 3 plus 4 become T raised to 1, minus 2 plus 2 comes out to be 0. So it is again to the T to the power 1. So means this one having the dimension, these two quantities having the same dimensional formula. Okay, fine. So now next we will check out for second option. For the second option it is LR and CR. LR, let's check out for the LR. L is nothing but this part, m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 2 I raised to minus 2, and R is nothing but this one, m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 3 and I raised to minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula for LR. So let's check it out. 1 plus 1 become m to the power 2, 2 plus 2 L to the power 4, minus 2 minus 3, minus 5, minus 2 minus 2, minus 4. Now next we'll check for CR. For CR, the dimensional formula for C, m to the power minus 1 L to the power minus 2 T to the power 4 I to the power 2, and for R it is m to the power 1 L to the power 2 T to the power minus 3 I to the power minus 2. Okay, let's solve this part. 1 minus 1 comes out to be 0, 2 minus 2 L to the power 0, minus 3 plus 4 T to the power 1, 2 minus 2 comes out to be I to the power 0. So if you will see, this is dimensionally incorrect. So means second option तो आपका नहीं है. Okay. Now we will go for the third option. We'll check for the third one. The third one is L by R and root of LC. Okay. सबसे पहले L by R के लिए चेक करेंगे. ठीक है. L is nothing but this part. It is m to the power 1 L2 t raised to minus 2 I raised to minus 2. R is nothing but this part, m raised to 1 L raised to 2 t raised to minus 3 I to the power minus 2. So if you will see, this get cancelled, this get cancelled. So minus 3 will come up, becomes plus 3. So t to the power minus 2 plus 3, it becomes t to the power 1. Fine. So L by R comes out to be t to the power 1. Next we'll see root of LC. So root of LC. Okay. First I will find out for LC, then we'll go for root of LC. Okay. What is L? It's m to the power 1 L to the power 2 t to the power minus 2 I to the power minus 2, and the C value m to the power minus 1 L to the power minus 2 t to the power 4 I to the power 2. So 1 minus 1 become m to the power 0, 2 minus 2 L to the power 0, minus 2 plus 4 t to the power 2, minus 2 plus 2 again I to the power 0. So this is the dimension formula for LC. Dimensional formula for root of LC become m raised to 0 L raised to 0 t raised to 2 I to the power 0 to the power 1 by 2. So 2 by 2 comes out to be t to the power 1. So this is the dimensional formula for root of LC. So means option third one is correct. Next we'll check out for the last option, that is RC and 1 by LC. Okay, let's check out for the third option, fourth option, sorry, that is RC and 1 by LC. So RC, the value of R, m raised to 1 L raised to 2 t raised to minus 3 I raised to minus 2. The value of C, m raised to minus 1 L raised to minus 2 t to the power 4 I to the power 2. So 1 minus 1 comes out to be 0, 2 minus 2 0, minus 3 plus 4 1, minus 2 plus 2 0. So I to the power 0. Next we will see 1 upon LC. ठीक है, fine. So 1 upon the dimensional formula for L, m to the power 1 L to the power 2 t to the power minus 2 I to the power minus 2. Dimensional formula for C, m to the power minus 1 L to the power minus 2 t to the power 4 I to the power 2. So it comes out to be 1 minus 1 will be m to the power 0, 2 minus 2 L to the power 0, minus 2 plus 4 t to the power 2, minus 2 plus 2 I to the power 0. So the dimensional formula for 1 by LC is nothing but t raised to minus 2. If you will see, it is dimensionally incorrect. So means for us option 1 and third one is correct. L second and fourth one is incorrect. Next question, again multiple correct answer type. Which of the following pair has same dimensions? Okay, again we need to find out of these four options which of the following pair having the same dimensions. Okay, let's start with it. Before starting, जैसे कुछ सिम्बॉल्स है जो आप लोग को नहीं पता है, उन सिम्बॉल को देख लेते क्या है. H is nothing but Planck's constant. E, the charge on electron. Q, the charge. Epsilon naught, permittivity of free space. Mu naught, permeability of free space. और I यहाँ पर क्या है, करंट है. ओके, सो सबसे पहले ये जो कुछ फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज है जिनकी डायमेंशंस आपको नहीं पता, पहले उनकी डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला निकाल देते हैं, उसके बाद सम को प्रोसीड करते हैं. ठीक है, सबसे पहले H, प्लैंक्स कांस्टेंट. प्लैंक्स कांस्टेंट का जो डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला बनाने के लिए हम एक फॉर्मूले का यूज़ करेंगे, लाइक लैम्बडा इज इक्वल्स टू h by p. Okay, so therefore can I say H is equals to lambda p? What is lambda? It's a wavelength. Wavelength means we know that it is a type of length. P is the momentum. Momentum formula we know that mass into velocity. So SI unit of wavelength is meter. SI unit of mass is kg. SI unit of velocity is meter per second. So it can be written as kg meter square per second. So H का डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला क्या बन गया, m raised to 1 L raised to 2 and t raised to minus 1. Fine. let's talk about E. The dimensional formula for E. E is nothing but charge. The dimensional formula for the charge is nothing. See, SI unit of charge is nothing but what? Coulomb, and we know that Coulomb is nothing but ampere second. As we know that current is the rate of flow of charge, so current charge is equals to I into T. SI unit of charge is Coulomb, SI unit of current is ampere, SI unit of time is second. So Coulomb can be written as ampere second, which further the dimensional formula become I raised to 1 and T raised to 1. Okay. Afterwards, we will see the dimensional formula for epsilon naught. Okay, to find out the dimensional formula for the epsilon naught, we will use one relation, that is 1 upon F is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. F is the force, Q1 Q2 are the charges, R is the distance between these two charges. Okay, means in the Coulomb's formula, Q1 and Q2, these are the two charges separated by some distance, that is R. Okay, these two charges experience force of attraction or repulsion, depends on the nature of the charge. So Coulomb's ने ये formula दिया था, ये हम 12th standard में पढ़ेंगे. Clear? Okay. So from this formula, can we find out the dimensional formula for epsilon naught? That is Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi R square F. This is the formula for epsilon naught. Let's find out the dimensional formula for the epsilon naught. See, SI unit of Coulomb, SI unit of charge is nothing but Coulomb. SI unit of charge, Coulomb, upon SI unit of distance, meter square. SI unit of distance, see, this is distance ka square, so it comes out to be meter square. SI unit of force is Newton, so it comes out to be Coulomb square upon meter square Newton. As 4 pi does not have any dimensions or unit, you can say. It is a dimensionless constant. Okay. So afterwards we will see Coulomb square. Coulomb can be written as ampere second. So I will write down ampere second square upon meter square Newton. Let's write down the dimensional formula for it. Ampere means I raised to power 2. Ampere square, right? Second square means time to the power 2. Meter square means L to the power 2. Newton, M1 L1 T raised to minus 2. So when you solve this part, so it comes out to be m to the power minus 1, 2 plus 1 3, and it goes up, it becomes L raised to minus 3. T raised to minus 2, when it goes up becomes 2 plus 2 becomes T raised to 4, and I raised to 2. So this is the dimensional formula for epsilon naught. Now next we'll find out the dimensional formula for mu naught. Okay, so to find out the dimensional formula for mu naught, we will use this equation that B is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi into 2I by R. This is the relation. Okay, but the problem is we don't know the dimensional formula for B also. So to find out the dimensional formula for B, first we will find out the dimensional formula for B using this equation. So B is equals to F upon IL, where F is the force, I is the current, and L is the length. We know the dimensional formula for force is m raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. Dimensional formula for the current is A raised to 1. Dimensional formula for length is L raised to 1. So it comes out to be m raised to 1, L raised to 0, T raised to minus 2, and A to the power minus 1. So that's the dimensional formula for magnetic field. Further, put this dimensional formula over here and we'll try to find out the dimensional formula for mu naught. So therefore mu naught is equals to B into 4 pi R upon 2I. Correct? So the dimensional formula for B is m raised to 1, L raised to 0, T raised to minus 2, and A raised to minus 1 upon 2I. SI unit of see, this is current. We know that SI unit of current is ampere. So the dimensional formula for the ampere is A raised to 1. And over here 4 pi is a dimensionless constant. What is the SI unit of R? R is the distance in this case. So again SI unit of R is meter, and the fundamental dimensional formula for the meter is L to the power 1. So it comes out to be m raised to 1, L raised to 0 plus 1, so L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2, and A to the power minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula for mu naught. Fine. So now we will analyze the quantities. Okay. So let's start with it. The first one is H by E and magnetic flux. So H by E, what is the dimensional formula for H by E? H is this one, m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 1, and E is nothing but I raised to 1 and T raised to 1. So I raised to 1 and T raised to 1. So it comes out to be m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 2 and I raised to minus 1. So that is the dimensional formula for H by E. Correct? Further, next is magnetic flux. The formula for the magnetic flux is B into A, magnetic field into area. We know what is the magnetic field. Dimensional formula for the magnetic field, m raised to 1 L raised to 0 T raised to minus 2 A raised to minus 1. And area, dimensional formula for area is nothing but L raised to 2, as we know that. So it becomes m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 2 A raised to minus 1. Okay, if you will look out, they have the same dimensional formula. This must be ampere for A. Is A. Okay, I'll write over here A. Yeah. So option first is the correct one. Let's check out for the second one. Okay. I will keep this part. This is the magnetic flux, as we require the magnetic flux. Okay, we don't require the magnetic flux further, so I will remove this part. But I require the electric flux further. Okay. So for the next part, H by E. Oh, we required the H by E. No problem. We'll calculate again H by E. So H is m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 1, and E is A raised to 1 and T raised to 1. So the dimensional formula m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to minus 2 and A raised to minus 1. That is the dimensional formula for H by E. Okay. Further, we'll find out the electric flux. Electric flux is nothing but electric field into area. Now we need to find out what is the dimensional formula for electric field. So for electric field, we have the relation F is equals to QE. So E comes out to be F upon Q. SI unit of F is Newton, SI unit of charge is Coulomb. And we know that 1 Coulomb is ampere second. So therefore I will write down Newton upon ampere second. Dimensional formula for Newton, m raised to 1 L raised to 1 T raised to minus 2. Ampere, A raised to 1 and T raised to 1. So it comes out to be m raised to 1 L raised to 1 T raised to minus 3 and A raised to minus 1. So we'll make use of this and we'll find out the electric flux. E value, it's m raised to 1 L raised to 1 T raised to minus 3 A raised to minus 1. And area, dimensional formula for area is L raised to 2. So it comes out to be m raised to 1 L raised to 3 T raised to minus 3 and A raised to minus 1. If you will see, this dimensional formula doesn't match with this part. So therefore option second one is the wrong one. Fine. Next we'll go for the third relation. We require the electric flux. Okay, हमें ये वाला part चाहिए. Next is Q by epsilon naught. Q by epsilon naught. SI unit of Q is Coulomb. And the dimensional formula for Coulomb is nothing but SI unit of Coulomb is nothing but ampere. SI unit of charge is Coulomb, and Coulomb can be written as ampere second. So therefore I will write down for ampere second A raised to 1 and T raised to 1. Epsilon naught, the dimensional formula for epsilon naught is this part, m raised to minus 1 L raised to minus 3 T raised to 4 and I raised to 2. So when you solve this part, m raised to 1 L raised to 3 T raised to minus 3, yeah, sorry, this is A, 1 minus 2 comes out to be minus 1. So when you look out this part, m raised to 1 L raised to 3 T raised to minus 3 and A raised to minus 1. So means option third is also correct. Okay, instead of I will write A over here. Okay, yeah. Fine. So option third is correct. Now let's next we'll go for the option fourth one to check it out. Okay. So option fourth, we have to find out between electric flux and mu naught I. So we have the electric flux. We'll go for mu naught I. What is mu naught? m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2, a raised to minus 2. I is the current unit will be a raised to 1, so it will be m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2, a raised to minus 1. So if you will look, it doesn't match. So means option 1 and option 3 is